Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video because it is going to be update number 2 in the Partners in Cream project pan. This was a project created by Steph and DaLin on YouTube. I will have both of their channels linked in my description box down below, as well as up in the cards. Thank you so much to Steph and DaLin for inviting me to join this project. This has become a huge collaborative effort, and I for one love project pans, and I really love doing collab project pans, not only because you have other people cheering you on, kind of holding you accountable, etc., but personally I just love to go binge watch everyone's videos, and I know I cannot wait to do the same tonight. There will also be a playlist linked in my description box so you can check out everyone who is currently participating in this project. In case you are like me and like to indulge in panning pictures on Instagram, there is also a hashtag on Instagram that you can search. The whole idea around this project was to work on cream-based products because we all know in the makeup world, products do expire and go bad, and cream products tend to go bad or expire more often or quicker than our powder products do. So you could select between 3 and 5 cream products to work on at a time. I have 5 cream products that I'm currently working on, and if you're interested in seeing my progress on those products, then stay tuned. First, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I did recently move. My upload schedule has been really since the beginning of the year, but I am hoping to get back to at least a 4 if not a 5-day upload schedule. So I would love if you would consider subscribing, but other than that, let's just jump into my progress. Okay, you guys, forgive me for the like disgusting hair. I haven't even been in my new home for 48 hours. My husband and I just recently moved, but I couldn't wait to sit down and film, and I wanted to like film before my daughter got up, and then my mom's also coming just to help with things around the house today, so I have a limited amount of time to film, so I do apologize for the hair. Yikes. Oh, and also, so I'm pre-filming a little bit, so obviously I'm going to film a couple of videos today. This is going up the 10th with everyone else, but it might take me a little bit of time to figure out lights, etc. I don't know if I'll be echoing or not echoing. The room that I'm currently filming in, or my new office space, has carpet, whereas my last office space did not, and now out my window is no longer like grass and nature. It's a building. And I want to paint my office. There's so many things I want to do, but bear with me while I get my new filming space together. But anyway, let's jump into the 5 products that I have been working on. Again, they are cream-based products. I was really excited to join this project specifically because I, for one, I'm good at using like liquid products like foundations, primers, etc. I don't know why I'm like holding this up. But when it comes to some of my cream base like products like blush, highlight, and bronzer, I am so bad because I have not been like a cream loving type of gal, but I do have some products from when I've like experimented with trying to figure out if I'm a cream loving gal. Well, like I said, I just recently moved, and I pretty much packed all my makeup up like 2 to 3 weeks in advance, so I really only had what I had shopped for in my last Shop My Stash, as well as my project pan items. So I got to play around with my cream-based product quite a bit the last couple of weeks, and I gotta say I've been having a ton of fun with some of these products, which is really exciting for me. In fact, I even went out and purchased another cream-based blush, or another cream blush, the other day because I've been just loving my creams so much lately, so that's different. But let's just jump right into it. So up first, I have my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I purchased this because everyone was raving about this as a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which I hadn't even really tried, but I was feeling a little left out and needed to know what all the hype was about. And I gotta say, this is not my favorite primer ever. I definitely prefer other smoothing primers when I'm looking for a primer that is going to fill my pores. Oh, you guys, ignore my hands. Look how bad I did when I was self-tanning. That's embarrassing. Anyway, this is... my lights are a little bright. So this is where we are currently at. I will also insert pictures on the side. So I have about half of this product left. Between January and February, I used this a ton, and then I definitely used this less the last the last month. And I think the reason being is I used to use this all over my face in January, and then in February I was really just using it on my forehead, and that was kind of it. So progress is a little bit slower this past month. I also had been using a couple other primers throughout my collection that I had shopped my stash for, so I just wasn't reaching for this as often. I am really going to try and make a valiant effort to reach for this pretty aggressively the next couple of months though, because I would really like to move this out by, I would say if I could get this out by my like April update, so beginning of May, I would be super happy just to get a primer out of my collection. My primer collection is out of control. I just have a problem with primers. Next up I have my Revlon Candid foundation. So the reason that I pulled this foundation in is because I really like the finish of this foundation, but the lasting power on this is horrible in my opinion. You get a good maybe 4 hours out of this, and then that's kind of it, 4 to 6 hours. And that's kind of it. And for me, just from day to day, I'm usually at work for a minimum of 9 to 10 hours. So this just doesn't cut it for me at least 5 days out of the week. And then I just am not reaching for this. This isn't something I would repurchase. If the lasting power on this was longer, I definitely would, because I do love the finish of this. I think it's beautiful. So when we started, I was right here. I didn't have great progress the last update. I was only down here, and now I have lost my black Sharpies in the move, so I need to purchase some today. But I have used a ton of this, as you can see, and when I do mark this, I'll mark this just above, sorry my lights, just above the barcode. So I made a ton of progress on this past month, and I've actually been using this as sort of a mixing agent with my Wander Beauty foundation. I don't love the Wander Beauty foundation, but that's currently in my whole collection project pan. If you're interested in that update, I will leave that in the cards. This and my Wander Beauty, so I actually have them mixed on my face today. I'm not sure, we'll see how. I always hesitate to say like this is what's on my face and I like how it looks, because then I feel like I'm gonna go back and edit and be like, oh my gosh, they're gonna think I'm crazy. But I have really been enjoying mixing the two of those, and I feel like it helps obviously with the lasting power, because that Wander Beauty foundation lasts so long. So mixed with this, I like both foundations a little bit better. I don't know, I love to mix foundations, you guys. I blame Samantha Ravindall, because I swear she mixes her foundations every time she uses them, and now I feel like there's always something I want to tweak about a foundation, so I'm always mixing foundations. But I have gotten a lot of use out of it that way, so really excited about that. I feel like this will take me maybe one more update. Like I won't have it done the next update, but hopefully again the one after that, so the beginning of May. I would be really excited about that. Next up, I've been getting a ton of use out of my Ulta Beauty Face Sculpting Color Stick in Contour. I am going to post, so this is how much product we have left. We are so close, you guys. I am going to post a picture again right here of my markings. I used this so much more in February than I did in January, and it looks like my progress was the same. So I was really surprised by that and kind of disappointed. I would love to say that I will have this finished off by next update, but I really think that this is going to take me again another like 2 updates. Maybe I'll be picking all new products when it is my May update, but I really do just have the smallest amount left. I also have my Milk bronzing stick in the shade Baked going in my whole collection project pan, and I used that actually quite a few times last month, so maybe that's part of it. But I think I'm really going to buckle down and just focus on trying to get this out. If I could get this out by the next update, I would be really excited about that. This was probably the most shocking product progress of this update. So this is, or these are my Flower Blush Bomb. This is my Flower Blush Bomb, and this is in the shade Pinched. When I pulled this in, this was practically brand new. I said this in my last update, but when I got invited to join this project pan, this instantly came to mind. This was the first product I knew I had to include in this, because this is a liquid blush, which is definitely not my preference when it comes to blush formulas. And I figured there is no way I will ever finish this or even really get use out of this unless it's in a project. So I knew it had to be pulled into this. So when we started, we were right here. Last update, we were here, and now, again, I don't have my Sharpie, but you guys, seriously, that is some serious progress. Now, I do feel like I overuse this a little bit. It's easy to kind of, just because the shade on this is very forgiving. Like, it's not like a hot pink blush. It literally just gives the slightest flush to the cheek. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that because it is such a like just light nudie sort of blush. Very beautiful. I have been absolutely loving this. I don't know if Flower Beauty's, I think they're still sold at Ulta, like at least on their website. Gosh, I may consider repurchasing this specific shade and these. I may consider repurchasing this, which is crazy because I feel like in my introduction I said I just want to get this out of my collection because this is a product I wouldn't repurchase, and now I'm like loving these. So that's what happens sometimes during project pans. You realize maybe you thought you loved a product and you're like, actually I really don't like this, and maybe you thought you didn't like a product and then you figure out ways to make it work and end up falling in love, which has happened with these blush bombs. I do think this will take, again, these might be out in May based on the progress. I think it'll take still a little bit of time, but I was really happy with my progress on that. And then my least exciting is my last product. This is my Marc Jacobs Little Mini Lipstick in Slow Burn. I do have it on my lips today. It is a really pretty kind of mid-tone pink lipstick. I think I only reached for this 2 times. I did reach for this I think 2 times, including today. I sort of forgot about this just with all the chaos of moving, and in February in Minnesota, I'm not gonna lie, basically all I want to ever reach for is a lip balm. I mean, in my everyday life I usually just want to reach for lip balms, but especially in February. It's crazy. I've noticed that I have not been very excited by a lot of new makeup releases. However, I feel like a lot of new lip balms have been being released, and every time I see one I'm like, oh yeah, new lip balm, I really want that. Like, who gets excited about lip balm? I do. Anyway, not very exciting progress on this. I will post a picture right here again of the progress. It's basically the same amount of progress from January to February that I had from February to March. This I feel like is going to be in the project for a while. My goal is to finish this. I think I did finish 1 mini lipstick last year, and that's the only lipstick I've finished in my life. So I would love to finish a second this year, but it's going to be slow going on this. This will not be moving out of here in the May update. But that is going to be it for my progress and my update number 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to see how everyone else is doing on their projects. I bet there's people out there that are already rolling new products in, and here I am with my original 5. But like I said, I feel like the May update, we're gonna be making moves, man, you know? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and supporting my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.